team actually is the top-ranked team in Africa. They're on position 5 in the world. And they're saying, we know what we are doing. We need much more support. And we are optimistic that the results will continue coming the Kenyan way.
Well, thank you so much. I am at the Nyayo National Stadium where the national team of the deaf is actually training, just sharpening the arsenal ahead of the international and local tournaments that will be held. But I, of course, remember this is a team that has brought much success to this country. Remember, in 2018, they emerged 5th in the Deaf World Championships that were held in Brazil. Come in 2022, they actually emerged 6th in those competition, and this year they were invited for a competition in actually Russia where they emerged 3rd. Now I'll be joined by one of the integral players who has played key to this success. He will tell us his name and actually how do they actually manage to post such results and actually sail through to the podium. Thank you so much for joining us on Scoreline. You will tell us your name and actually talk a little about maybe the team.
Okay, my name is Dixon Manyane, and that's my surname. Okay, on 2018, when we went for World Championship, so before we were doing training, so we were taught how the training by the coach. Our coaches trained us on how we should play. So we went for the World Championship. So we played a lot of competitions that were there, and we are emerged to become number 5. But in Africa, we were number 1.
You are set to attend this year's World Deaf Championships, and actually you missed because of challenges here and there, among them the issuance of visas. How did you feel about that?
Okay, I could say I felt very bad due to visa, because I felt maybe the government did not take their part to support us, because we could see even our officials, they tried to go and communicate to the ambassadors how we could sleep, how we could stay there, but we could see the visas delayed us. So we felt as a team we lost our hope on that day.
Let's now talk about the league. How is the league taking you? The first season, and now you are into your second season. How has it been?
Okay, the first season we played with a certain team around, also some team in Nanyuki. It also defeated us, but we try our best because it was our first season, so we are not that well. We could say we are not that well coordinated in that game, but in our next season, we hope that we'll play better.
Maybe to the fans, to the coaching staff and the government, what can you tell them?
I could tell the government they could not come and see us. Our main thing is that the government could come and play, could come and see how we do our training, and also see how the coach help us during the training, and that could be better motivation.
Thank you so much, and actually all the best. That is one of the players who is saying and calling on the government to be part and parcel of their team so that they can actually achieve what they desire. Right now, I'll be joined by one of the men who has been here for the team since 2018 when the team was actually incepted. And remember, he's been integral in the team, actually playing well in the National League since it was incepted in 2022-2023. Welcome so much, Coach, on Scoreline. Let's start with your name and how has it been so far?
My name is Frederick Omole. I'm one of the coaching staff in the national team and also the New Hope team. Yes.
How has it been with the team?
Being with the team is interesting because there's a lot of challenges I'm facing and I'm learning through them because I'm also trying to learn sign language because I've not been to school. So what I'm learning is just from them. And that's a good thing because at least now I can communicate with them, first thing. Also, again, being with the team, it trains me on patience and sometimes it also gives me ways to think on how to bring things to them, because for them, as you coach them by showing. They have to see, not just by saying. They have to see. So I have to be involved in a lot of showing. If you want something to be done, you have to show it. And then sometimes, I have to try and see the best way I can bring it to them. So I'll say it's a learning place for me, and this was an interesting place to be. Yes.
Of course, you are in the league, and you're competing against the Ables ones. And what is one of the things that you can point out makes the difference between the two teams? Okay,
we joined the league, the Kenyan Handball League, and we are playing with people who are hearing. So for us, the whole team is deaf. All players are deaf. So one thing, we are playing the best or some of the best teams in the country, hearing, and for them to play with them and see that there's not much difference. So also encourage them now to improve, and also to see that they're also able to play handball. So joining the league has been a boost to our team. We've seen some changes, because now there's that. Now they play regularly. Before, they never used to play in the league, so it was once in a while thing. But now, you see, now we are regularly playing. And when we play regularly, there's that improvement. We learn, we work on our mistakes, we work on our strength, and there's a lot of learning also. Yes.
Of course, Coach, getting all this talent from across the country, what are some of the criteria that you use to maybe get these players?
Most of the players were getting through themselves, and they invite their friends who come, and then we gauge them. We see, then you can identify that this one can play. Then those who we see can play, then now we get them, and then we train them, teach them handball, and that's how they're in the team now.
I've seen the sign language interpreter who has been helping me to speak to one of your players. How do you actually manage to finance all this?
Okay, all of us here, we are all volunteering. No one is paid, so it's just volunteering our time and our skills. Yes.
Have you launched that complaint to the ministry?
We've tried to reach the ministry, but not really. We're hoping that one day we'll be able to get people supporters, because they really need support, because most of them, they're not working, and there's a lot of demand from them, because, now that we're playing a league, so you see, like maybe in a weekend you might have 2 matches, and then also training. So sometimes they go deep into their pocket just to try to carry themselves to come. So there's some who are living very far. Like there's one who live in Kilimambogo, and the transport, I think, coming and going back. Like we train on Fridays and have matches on Saturday and Sunday. So if this person comes for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you see, he's using a lot of money. So we're appealing to any person who can come and stand with the team. At least that will boost them also.
Well, thank you so much, Coach, and all the best. That was the National Deaf Handball Team head coach just sharing with us some of the secrets he has put in place just to see this team actually propels and gives better results at local and international stage, and also calling on the government to intervene and support them where necessary. And also remember, this is the Deaf Awareness Month, where we all celebrate the success this team has brought to this country. From Nyayo National Stadium, I hand you back to the studio.